everybody. It's Hot Mess Mama. It is Friday night. It is February the 23rd, and it is 6 o'clock Eastern Time. This is a little hour later than what we normally do. I think we wanted to try to accommodate those friends that are in a different time zone that were still working. So we are starting a little bit hour late today. And thank you for joining us. We are on location at Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. I am hanging out with my friend Miss Melissa in her beach house right now. We have boiled the water. We have cooked the pasta. The sauce was cooked yesterday. Kids are sitting pretty with a movie and some mac and cheese. And we have a fire pit that is brewing outside. There's Miss Melissa. Hey. And we are ready to do some tasting. So would you like to join us? Come on in. Join us.
Isn't that creepy at all?
Isn't that creepy at all? We have no idea what we're going to talk about. So please chime in with topics that you want to talk about, because we've talked about momming. We've talked about marriage. We've talked about, what else have we talked about? Taste that before you, it might not be right. Momming, marriage, and we talked with my babysitter last week about social media and gun control and violence in schools. Gosh, what else can we talk about? We're moms, and we need to have a very stiff cocktail and start talking about stuff. Because, who's going to know about it, right? It's not like we're on the internet or anything, right, Melissa?
Mm-mm.
Right. Okay, so tonight we are, as you know, on my Facebook Live from the other day, I had made a creamy red pepper vegetarian Alfredo sauce that we will be throwing over some linguine that she's draining right now. So hard, right? And so we are going to toss that up. Hey, you, there's my daughter. I don't know what she's chewing on. She could be chewing on a piece of gum or a cigarette butt, for all I know. I don't know. But it's Friday, and we're going to drink and have some pasta. So we are, like I said, doing some linguine, long flat noodles with the red pepper Alfredo sauce, creamy Alfredo sauce that I made the other day on my Facebook Live. And we're going to taste that. We're going to pair it to see how it goes with a Chardonnay, a red Zinfandel, and a rosé. We're going to start by tasting it with a rosé because that's kind of the lightest, sweetest of them all. And then kind of progress our way through it. Our husbands are not here. Husbands are working or on their way, or they're driving here. Yeah, they're going to be in charge of the kids when they get here. We're kind of okay with that. Totally okay with that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
I was not paying attention at all.
She was not paying attention at all. So, we are going to throw some pasta. See, we got this yummy, wait a minute, where are you? Yummy bowl. And it's got some of the sauce in it that I made yesterday. Mm. And we are going to toss it up with some of this yummy pasta. I just kind of stirred around. And I did mention the other day that it would probably go really lovely with some goat cheese and some basil. But you know what?
Yeah, no.
It's just not happening right now. Because kids are, requiring attention. And really, it's all about the wine. It's all about the wine. So she's mixing it up. We're going to go and sit by the fire pit, talk a little, drink a little, and we're going to have a little pasta. And there's bread in the oven, which we are toasting with some butter.
Don't let us forget.
Don't let us forget, because I think I may have burned it. Did we turn off the oven?
No.
And we are going to start pairing with the rosé. I procured the finest rosé at the Walmart that I could find, barefoot, in the little mini bottles, and they're plastic. And you know why I bought these? Because this lady over here said, let's go to the movies one day. And I thought, I bet you I could smuggle this in my purse and I could drink it at the movies. Didn't end up drinking it at the movies, so we're going to break into it now. Here we are corking up the fine stuff. Screw top, plastic mini bottle, pink, rosé, barefoot brand. Okay, but we're going to try it with this red pepper creamy Alfredo pasta. So cheers to y'all. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And we're going to get to it. So you ready? You got a fork?
I am. I do not dare.
Forks are optional. We're just going to stick our bowls in our faces like a trough. But okay, y'all, raise a glass. Moms, we survived another week, and it is Friday. And I would like to point out my wardrobe. A few things I want to point out. My wardrobe. What is that you say? What is that you say? I am covered in talcum powder and butt cream. We can talk about that when we get to the fire pit. And look at her. She actually
So
put
hard.
on makeup today. I said to her, "Are you kidding me?"
No, I wake up like this.
I said, "You put on makeup today," and I'm wearing this soiled shirt with talcum powder and butt cream on it, and I'm sporting a new hairdo. It's called the low bun center part. Make me look a little bit like a school mom, but that's okay. Okay, cheers to you with the pink barefoot Zinfandel.
Cheers.
Clink,
Chin chin.
Prost, chin chin.
Sweet.
It is sweet. Let's see how it pairs with the kind of peppery. Could you carry it for me?
I can.
She's gonna have to carry my bowl
Want
for
me
me.
to carry more wine?
Well, we'll get to the we'll come back for the wine, because it's challenging for me to walk with my camera in hand because we are going outside. We are at the beach, like I said, at her beach place. She's like pulling a restaurateur. She's got two bowls on a boob, and she's got wine in hand. Okay, and we are out. She's got a really nice beach house, and we're hanging out here. Are we standing at this fire pit?
I'll bring the chairs.
Cheers would be good. You can. All right, so we're out here at her beach place in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, and she's got a lovely fire pit going on here for us because it's a little chilly tonight. Can you see the fire pit? Yeah, it's a little chilly tonight. By North Carolina standards, it's seasonal, but it was like 80 degrees in our hometown of Greenville, North Carolina, and it's like 70 degrees here at the beach, and it's got this lovely like haze over the ocean. That's like a haze. You can't see the ocean, but like that's the ocean past that pole. And there's a lovely little haze over that. And you know what the loveliest part of all of this is? The kids are in there. They're in the house. And we are not. We are here by the fire pit with some wine and some pasta and a chair or two. And husbands will be coming and they'll be responsible at some point. But for now, we're having some Zinfandel. Oh, not Zinfandel. Oh, no. Okay. So, sorry about that. We're having some connection issues. So I'm going to try to sit down by this fire pit without burning myself. Okay, can you feel the glow? Can you feel the warm glow of the fire? Yeah. This is beach living. Like, don't you need to have some like Jimmy Buffett in the background or something? I know, feels good, right? She's like dragging a bench over here. Can you see her? She's literally dragging a bench over here. This girl knows how to party.
Working on it.
Okay, so rosés, as you know, are a little bit on the sweeter side. And so they should pair really nice with something that's a little bit more earthy and smoky, like a red pepper. That's why we are going to try to pair this with this pasta that we made. Ooh, don't let's forget the bread that's in the oven. Should we take it out of the oven?
I turned off the oven. So.
Okay. Do we need to get more wine? I think we need to get more wine.
What do we need?
What do we need? Do you want to talk while I go get stuff? About that interruption, that was my husband calling, probably saying I'm lost and I don't know how to get to her beach house. And I'm thinking that falls under the category of not my problem. Why am I drinking alone? I'm drinking alone.
And you don't have to drive.
I know I don't have to drive because he's coming to get us. And I will say, we did kind of put him on a mission and said, can you go get some marshmallows so the kids can roast some marshmallows? Mm-hmm. I wonder, maybe we should taste marshmallows with some sorts of wines.
We have leftover beer.
She's got leftover beer in her fridge. She hasn't been back to her beach house since like Christmas time.
It's sad.
Mm.
It's lonely.
So who's out there? And are you drinking Chardonnay? Are you drinking Zinfandel? Are you joining us for a rosé? Have you made the pasta that I made this week? Are you just going for the blue box?
Here, try it.
Here,
I'll hold
try it. Try it.
I'll first, then I'll hold it for you.
Try it. She's twirling.
I gotta get my twirl. See?
She's got her twirl on. Don't knock over that wine. Are you twirling?
We're not wasting yet. We're twirling. We're tasting.
We're twirling. Twirling and tasting. Chomping and splitting. Oh, wait, now she's slugging. She's swigging. She's taking a swig.
Good.
Is it a good pair?
Good midweek dinner.
Good midweek dinner. Okay, my husband is now texting me saying, what kind? I said, can you pick up some marshmallows so we can roast them? And he's actually texting me a question of, what kind?
You need this more than me. Oh, that's mine.
What kind? What kind of marshmallows? We need more wine.
I do have champagne.
Ooh, we have champs too. Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna hold?
Your turn.
Okay, I'm tasting. I'm impressed with you. I'm impressed that number one, she like so leisurely and easily took care of her children and mine. And
one.
that she just like set this fire ablaze. And she's like, yeah, no problem. I'm like, we're going live in like 2 minutes. She's like, yeah, no problem.
Lighter
I can
fluid.
feed like 5 kids and drink and, you know, set a fire in like 2.2 seconds.
You're from Wisconsin. You should know these things. Good.
I dig it. You know, pasta's a little undercooked, but I don't care. Do you care?
No,
I don't care.
I like it al dente. So
This is
that may
very-
be my doing.
Well, it's very al dente.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I kind of really like it with the Zinfandel.
Yeah.
I mean, not Zinfandel. I keep calling it Zinfandel. It's rosé.
Rose.
I think we should break into the Chardonnay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna break into the Chardonnay. You want me to go get it, or are you gonna get it?
I can get it.
All right.
You know, I think we're good here, right? Are we good?
We are fabulous here. I'm just gonna have to
I'll be
lean
back.
in.
I
Lean
have
back.
to finish my
Lean-
rosé though.
all right.
Pardon.
Lean back. Put it in the bottle. All right, my daughter's standing in the doorway. I don't know what she's saying.
I'll go see.
Something about a pooter, which would be a computer. Maybe some coins she found. Maybe some, you know, carcinogens that she ate. Okay, I'm actually really digging on this pasta. If you guys didn't see my Facebook Live from yesterday, the recipe is super easy. It's like 1 red pepper, half a cup of water, half a cup of cashews or macadamias, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and like nutmeg and turmeric, maybe some salt and pepper or whatever. And you like blend it up in a blender. And that's your sauce. And you just throw it on top of some long flat pasta like a linguine or a fettuccine. It's really actually quite tasty, and it's very creamy, despite the fact that there's no milk or cream in it. It's quite pleasant. I'm digging it. And I really did like it with the rosé a lot. I think that this fire pit is actually burning the hair off my legs right now. This is a pretty good Friday Lenten dinner by the fire pit. That's burning the hair off my legs. So, last week we talked to my babysitter. I'm talking with my mouth open. I'm talking with my mouth full of food. So apologies. Last week we talked with my babysitter and we talked about school shootings, gun control, social media, emojis that don't mean what we think they mean, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of those things. We talked about all that stuff. It was pretty interesting. If you haven't seen the broadcast, you can go back and watch it recorded. But like, I'm kind of at a loss. Like, what do we want to talk about tonight? I could seriously talk about a lot of things that I'm really frustrated about, but I want to leave it open to y'all. See what you might want to talk about tonight. Y'all are awfully quiet tonight. I'm kind of disappointed in you. I'm not seeing anything from you. I'm not seeing any comments. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe it's because we're at a different time slot. I don't know. All right, so how about this? What is your favorite, if you participate in Lent, if you're Catholic, what's your favorite Friday no meat Lenten meal? Right? What do you eat? What's your favorite thing? I mean, 'cause growing up as Catholics, we would have cheese pizza,
Or fish sticks.
fish sticks, macaroni and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, spaghetti with no meat sauce, right?
Yeah.
Like, what else would we have? That's
That's it.
pretty much
That's all
it.
we got. No turn. We weren't fancy.
Yeah, we weren't fancy by any shape of the word. She's look at her.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we might lose you, but so
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You can see the sunset.
Mm-hmm. So she's pouring the Chardonnay. Whoa!
Might be a little hot.
I was just telling you, I'm burning the hair off my legs right now.
What is this called? It's a
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay with the horse.
I don't know. It's something. It's one of those wines that my mom got me
Central Coast.
from my
There you go.
from her wine subscription. Oh, speaking of my mom, let's talk about moms. We talk a lot about being moms. Let's talk about our moms, our grandmas. Let's talk about that. That's a topic to talk about. Okay.
clear water when we see her.
Okay.
Funniest grandma moments when you're visiting your parents or your in-laws. What are your funniest moments?
I don't know if they're so much funny. They're funny when you look back on them, but they're not so funny when you're in the moment. Hey, Molly, how are you? How's Florida? Good? I know Florida's been kind of sad this week and last week. But you're Tampa. No, you're not Tampa. No, you're in North Carolina. You're in Asheville now. She moved to Asheville. She's a North Carolinian like us.
Oh, it's very nice there.
It's awesome there. We love it there.
Great hiking.
Molly, you probably are sitting by some fabulous fire, enjoying some like awesome night with some great wines from the Biltmore. You're in Asheville now. I know. That's why I just said I'm so jealous. I love it. But you don't have a beach like we do. You've got gorgeous mountains in the Biltmore Estate. But we've got a fire pit that singes the hair off your legs and eyebrows, and the ocean. Can you hear it?
Perhaps.
I know, it's so gorgeous there. It's so different than Tampa and so different than Florida. Oh, I'm so glad that you made the move. It's awesome. I love it. It's like the Napa. I always think of it as like the Napa of the East. I love it in Nashville. You can get some wicked good wines there and great food. Great food. Are you still into like
breweries?
Good breweries. She was so funny. Like her and I worked together, and she would come and like we would be on assignment or whatever, and she would like want to have a special kind. It was a tuna fish, but you can only eat it with mayonnaise, and you can only have it with yellow cheese. Wasn't it yellow cheese? Remember that? It was like American cheese or whatever. She couldn't have it with anything else. She's like such a purist. I love her for that. But now, Molly, are you drinking something? Something of the adult varietal? Perhaps a Chardonnay or a
Yes.
rosé? Yes. Yes. Oh, but that was about the yellow cheese. Yeah, the yellow cheese. And she's a shark lover. She likes sharks. Yes. And she's so smart with technology. I just love Molly. Molly's awesome.
Well, awesome.
Molly, what you eating? What you doing? Tell us about what you're doing in Nashville, because we're on the ocean side of North Carolina. You're on the mountain side of North Carolina. Love to hear what you're doing tonight. What your plans are. What are you saying? You're saying, remember when my I'm old now. It's remember when my purse fell out of the back of the car. Oh yes. We were on assignment, we were like touring around doing inspections of locations, and she had her purse with her wallet and her like iPod. Remember when iPods were big? Everything, like her whole life was in her purse, and she put it like on the back dash of the car. And our driver's like, let's put the top down. We're in Napa Valley. So you put the top down on the car and like flipped her purse out into nowhere. Oh no. And we didn't realize it until we got to our next destination. So we're freaking out trying to find her poor purse. Remember that? And like the fire department, someone turned it into the fire department because that's just how nice they were like in that part of California. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Good to know.
Cheers to them, right?
Cheers to
them.
That's right.
That's what we would hope that we would hope that every good Samaritan would do that.
I had a similar experience in Greenville.
In Greenville?
Believe it or not. Yes, my purse was on, the kids were like babies. The small one was a baby. And put the kids in the car, hurry, hurry, hurry. It was in the back of my car, and I did not know that it flipped out on like Greenville Boulevard.
Which is like the main drag. It's like main street of our town.
And this guy comes to my window holding something, and I thought he was gonna like rob me.
I thought he was gonna like cut me.
And he's like, did you drop this? And I was like, yes, it was my purse.
Yes, I did.
Thank you so much. You never know. Nice people are everywhere.
In those moments,
you can scoot back if you like. It is quite warm.
It's quite
I
warm.
can feel it. Don't feel obligated to stay there. I made it quite large.
She did. She put like a whole tree on top of this fire pit.
Gotta keep it alive.
So, yeah, that makes me feel better. I have a little bit more faith in humanity. And I feel like I've lost a whole lot of faith in humanity over the last couple of weeks with the issues at hand. But we're not going to talk about that tonight. No, we're not. We're kind of digging on this pasta. And these wines. I think it's good with the Chardonnay too. Did you taste it with the Chardonnay?
I did.
Now, not only do we have this pasta, we have 3 wines that we're tasting with this. We also have mac and cheese in the event that this pasta was a complete like Pinterest fail.
I think it's good.
Mm.
I bet though you get roasted red pepper soup and like boil it down. And like, you know, very similar.
This recipe, what they were saying is when it's like a recipe in a blender, you just like throw it all in a blender and it makes a sauce. And they're like, you know what? If you make the sauce for your pasta, if you'd rather have a soup, you just add some more water. You add some or vegetable stock or chicken stock if you didn't have to worry about the meat element.
It's very good.
Yeah, so it's quite tasty. I'm kind of digging it. It's super easy, super like 4 or 5 ingredients. Good to go. Pairs good with both wines we've had so far.
Yeah, I like wine, so
She likes wine.
I like
I
everything.
don't like wine so much. Truth be told, as I like glug 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 the bottle. So we were talking about grandmas
grandmas.
and funny grandma stories.
Funny grandmas, either when you're visiting, I'll start. When my in-laws visit, I drink twisted tea. It is not sober tea.
Twisted tea, if y'all don't know about it, it is like iced tea flavored malt beverage.
It's good. It goes down easy.
We're
Have
getting
some
some more Chardonnay.
You're a fast drinker for not liking wine.
Honey,
And
it's been a long week.
yeah.
All right, so tell
I
us the
agree.
story.
So anyway, so twisted tea. It's my big secret. When my in-laws come to the beach house, I drink twisted tea to keep me happy.
And they think that she's just drinking regular old
Tea.
Lipton, brew it in a bucket, sun tea.
Then, the third year my in-laws came, my mother-in-law grabbed one, and my husband goes, you know that has like some special sauce in it, right? And
Is it like the Big Mac special sauce, lettuce, cheese,
Yeah.
pickles, onions on a sesame seed
It's
bun?
mommy's special sauce.
It's a mommy Coke. It's a
Yeah.
mommy drink. As the Southerners say, it's a mommy Coke.
But she knows now, and she had some. But she got kind of tipsy off of it, which was kind of hilarious.
I found that, like, I was telling her that, like, I feel like there are a number of mothers that I know in the area that mix up cocktails, whether it be beer with limeade or other kind of beverages that are of the alcohol varietal that are masked by some kind of fruit juice, and they serve them to their in-laws, telling the in-laws that it's non-alcoholic just because they become more bearable after they have some liquor in them. So, like, it negates the reason for you to have to get drunk and drink. You just get them a little bit loosened up, and all is well with the world.
Very true.
Very true. So that's her story.
It's my
I've
turn.
got like
Your
a
turn.
million stories about like my in-laws. Well, actually, I say in-laws, but like
Or
it's real-
outlaws, as
or
my dad
outlaws.
says.
Yeah, actually, it's more of just like my parents, which would be the grandparents of my children's. They're just funny birds. They're funny birds. Like my mom right now, she's in her 80s, and she is obsessed with Publishers Clearinghouse. Yes, Ed McMahon. Is Ed McMahon even alive anymore?
No, because Drew Carey is on, I believe.
But is he dead? Did Ed McMahon die? Molly, Google that or find out. Do you know?
No.
Google. Is Ed McMahon even alive anymore? I don't know. So,
Sorry.
Ed McMahon and the Publishers Clearinghouse. My mother is convinced that she's going to win the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Yes. And so to the point where she is now like out of country. She went back to Lithuania, which is our motherland, if you will. Yeah. And so she told me that I have to check her voicemail for the next 3 days. So when the Publishers Clearinghouse people call, I can make sure to alert her so that she can hop on the next flight
That's hilarious.
to collect her winnings.
I love
she
that.
truly believes she is going to win the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. And I have been checking her voicemail, and every day she sends me messages from Europe saying, "Any news? Any news?" And like they'll send her random emails saying, "We're gonna do the drawing any minute now. Click this link," and it'll be a link to having her buy something. Like, here, buy this, corkscrew opener.
That's
Here,
awesome.
buy this chamois. I don't know. So yeah, so my mother's convinced that she's going to win the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, and I literally have to check her voicemail every day
That's
to make sure
hilarious.
that
I love that.
like someone's not going to show up on her front step with a check and balloons and stuff. Yeah, Yeah. So, but today's the last day. I have to check her voicemail. Okay, so what are you saying, Molly? Let's see. What did you say? You said you're vegan now. Are you really? So do you eat like soy cheese and seitan and soy stuff? Making vegan Chipotle mac and cheese tonight. I know. I love Chipotle mac and cheese, period, but I bet you the vegan version is pretty darn good. I bet it's pretty darn good. What else did you say? You said Molly. What else, Molly? Oh, she died. My mom is also in her 80s, and she's obsessed with, HLN? Oh, boy. My mom and dad were obsessed with...
HLN?
It's like, a news network. So
Oh.
my family was
Yes.
obsessed with Fox News. And I was telling her this when we were driving here to the beach. Obsessed with Fox News. To the point where, it's on first thing in the morning and on till they go to bed at night. And, at blaring volumes. So loud, shakes the roof. And I remember bringing my kids over to visit, them in Chicago, and we're like, you know what, Mom, Dad, can we turn the channel? Because this is not age appropriate for my kids to be watching the bombings or the terrorist attacks or the war or the cruise ship that just went down or the school shootings. Can we maybe put on Barney or Dora the Explorer or something? Oh, and my dad would say, oh no, they're too young. They don't even know what's going on. They don't get it. I'm like, I don't really want to have my children seeing these people that are slit open from, head to toe and being dragged through the streets of some foreign country. Sorry, I meant that Home Shopping Network. Oh, she's obsessed with HSN.
Yeah.
I have never bought anything from HSN except for my Vitamix blender. Molly, have you bought anything from HSN? Has your mother bought you anything from HSN? I bet you that was great at Christmas time. I bet you she got you some great stuff. Oh, they do have good jewelry, I understand.
Very sparkly.
It's sparkly. I will tell you that the only thing I've ever bought from there was my Vitamix blender. And I keep touting the benefits of the Vitamix blender, but y'all really need to get one because they are life-changing. Okay, Molly, what did she buy you? Okay, but you're vegan, but you didn't go dry on us, right? You still drink and stuff, right? Right? Question mark? Looking for a response?
It's okay.
How are you and your partner doing? Are you loving living in Asheville with your partner? And gosh, I would love to see pictures and stuff. Oh, tell me more about that. It says
bows. She bought you bows?
Bows?
Really?
Everywhere. Yes, she has. Poor mom. Something.
Wow.
You've never drank, Molly? Wait a minute, Molly. How did you and I survive together without you having alcohol? Really? I remember her telling me once that when she was a teenager, she would eat canned peas. She would eat peas out of a can. Do you remember that, Molly? You said yeah, I remember I would eat an entire can of peas for dinner out of the can. Yeah.
That's healthy.
Super healthy. Yeah. Did you eat all of your pasta?
I did.
It's really good pasta.
It's good.
So, Molly, it's a really good vegan recipe. So you could totally do it. You can do some vegan pasta, and you can make this completely vegan. You use vegan parm, and you use cashews, and there's no dairy in it, and it's really, really good. So you should try it. It says, yes, canned peas. So crazy. I know, right? What made you go vegan? Not vegetarian, but full-on vegan. Does your partner influence you? Would you ever go vegetarian?
I got a paleo.
Paleo? She got a paleo.
Paleo.
Everybody, she got a paleo.
No, there's
Paleo!
There's a really good restaurant in DC called Haleo. I went twice when we lived there. Sorry. Paleo. I like to call it paleo.
Paleo.
For a week just because the meat recipes look so delicious, and that's not vegan. But they also, side story, they also had some really delicious things you could make as pasta substitutes with lots of sauces, and it's very tasty. Garlicky, chimichurri stuff. Oh my god, it was good. It was good stuff.
So,
long time vegan. That's awesome.
Long time vegan? Super long time vegan? When I left PwC, you weren't vegan. Huh, that's interesting. Good for you. I was vegetarian for a while, and I was pescatarian for a while, which means that you're basically a vegetarian who just eats fish. And my doctors kind of said, you can't do this. You need some animal protein in your diet. And yeah, I never turned back. Yeah, it was hard. It's a discipline. It's a discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what else is a discipline? Alcohol. You really need to train. You need to train. You need to be a gladiator.
You know what we hear right now?
Right now we hear probably my daughter banging on that door.
We don't know what it is. We're not checking. But they're safe. They have food and they have potties.
They have
all they
food. They have potties. And they're totally safe.
I don't think they need anything else. It's warm in there. They have heat.
Mm-hmm.
No fire. No oven on. Let's see.
No firearms.
No fire.
Which is easier said than done in North Carolina.
Yeah. My sister-in-law recently said to me, do you ask if people have firearms? She is in Minnesota.
I think that's my husband. You think he brought the marshmallows? I don't know. He was really confused when I asked him for marshmallows.
So many choices.
He asked me what kind. Like, what kind? Like, serious.
Well, there's square. Sometimes I've seen square ones here. But anyways,
And
yes.
there's big monstrous ones, and there's the little minis. He's probably, like, beside himself trying to figure out what kind of marshmallows he was supposed to bring.
Yeah. Hopefully he got all of them.
And we got all of them.
Maybe all. I like all.
I like all. All right, so what were you saying about?
Anyways, yes. So my sister-in-law, I never thought to ask. Would you ask a friend if they have firearms in their house when you go for a play date? Is that something that will cross your mind, or?
I wouldn't ask it, but I would assume it in North Carolina.
That's true.
We have a firearm, but it's in a locked safe.
Yes. Not an AK-47.
No, we've never discharged it outside of a gun range. And it's locked in a safe, and I'm thinking to myself, if we ever really needed it because of an intruder, there's no way the two of us would be able to figure out what the combination was to get into the thing in time to really protect us. Yeah. Hey, Heather! What you drinking? What'd you say? Okay, Heather, what are you drinking? Are you drinking with us? Are you running? Oh, have a good night, Molly.
Good job for you.
Good job. Thanks for joining Drink and Eat Well. Hugs and kisses to you in Nashville. Heather, you're watching. Are you going to be partaking of the... Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
I have someone screaming in my face. Are you going to be partaking with us? We did the rosé already.
Where's
We did the Chardonnay already. We got to do the Zinfandel. Okay, they're screaming.
I'm gonna get your son checked in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check into our entertainment resources.
Oh, she's going to check the children into the entertainment resources and bring a bottle of the Zinfandel.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I will do so. I'll go. I will not go that way. I'll go this way.
I do not need to shave my legs this weekend
It will be ready in 2 seconds.
because it was a service of the hospitality of my friend Melissa and her scorching hot fire pit, which has successfully waxed my eyebrows and my legs while we have this tasting. Heather, what are you doing tonight? Are you at home? Are you at home? Are you eating a meatless dinner? Are you dealing with children? Are you going out? Do you have a sitter? Are you binging on Netflix? What you doing? Are you joining us for a cocktail? Do you have a good story about the in-laws, about Grandma and Grandpa? Because like we were talking we were driving on the way to the beach, and my friend Melissa and I were talking about stories about the grandparents and the crazy stuff that they do. And they are precious. Like my parents are, well, my father's passed now, but my mother is in her 80s, and they're just, I was saying how my mother is like obsessed with Publishers Clearinghouse, and she believes that she is truly going to win, to the point where she makes me check her messages and her mail for her when she's out of town, in the event that, you know, someone's going to show up and hand her millions of dollars. So, yeah. Grandparents are great, but they also have their quirks, and like I think like they grew up in an age that was so different from the age that we're in now, and it's so hard for them to understand the challenges we face as parents in this century, this decade, this millennium. I don't know. It's just so hard for them to grasp the challenges that we face because they didn't have anything like that then. And so they can be like hypercritical, or like they could be completely just non-sympathetic to our plights. They didn't have the internet, and they didn't have cyberbullying, and they didn't have active shooters, and they didn't have eating disorders and transgender and all of that kind of stuff that we all these things that we need to deal with now as parents that are kind of like uncharted territory, and we're trying to figure it all out and try to be supportive of our children. And it's hard. It's really hard. So Heather, what are you doing tonight? I see that you're watching, but you're not saying much about what you're doing. I'm eating this yummy pasta that I made that's vegetarian because, you know, it's Lent and it's Friday. I bet that you're popping up a cheese pizza right now. Entirely possible. No. I think it would be a lot funnier if I had a few more cocktails. But I may spontaneously burst into flames because I'm sitting so close to this fire at the beach in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. Heather, are you in Greenville this weekend or are you elsewhere? The weather is supposed to be freakishly good. North Carolina and Greenville, we're supposed to have 80-degree weather tomorrow in friggin' February. The beach is supposed to be like 70. I'll take that. I will totally take that. And a bag of chips. Speaking of which, I will be doing a wine tasting that includes different flavored chips with wines. How cool is that? I figured all of that out. You got your salts and vinegars, you got your barbecues, you got your cheddars, you got your sour cream and onions. Yep, we'll be doing a wine tasting on that too. What is your favorite wine? Who's out there and what is your favorite wine? Are you a white? Are you a red? Are you a champs? What is your favorite? I am like an equal opportunity offender. I like them all. I lean toward the whites because they're lighter and I feel like I can drink more of them. Now, reds tend to be a little heavier on my tummy and my head. And what is up with the allergies? Okay. Their pollen is ridiculous right now. Like the pollen, because of the weather that's been so freakishly warm, is ridiculous. I find pine pollen on my car already in February. The Bradford pear trees are already blossoming, as are the cherry blossoms. And I wake up just with pounding headaches, and I'm like that all day. Because of all of this pollen that's in the air, because the weather is so freakishly warm. Not to mention, our husbands are a bunch of pussies. I'm going to say that with love. But for real, they're milking these quote-unquote illnesses or, sicknesses, saying, oh, I'm so sick, I have this horrible headache, oh my gosh, I feel so terrible, I don't want to eat, I don't want to drink, I don't want to do anything but sleep and be left alone because I feel so sick. And they're sick for like weeks. It's not a cold. It's not a virus. It's not bacterial. It's called allergies. Pop a freaking Zyrtec and move on. As a mom, we don't have the luxury of saying, sorry, I need to take a sick day, right? Because we are stuck with mommying no matter what. 24/7, 365 days of the year. So put your big boy pants on and friggin' pop some sort of antihistamine and move on with your life. But they refuse to believe that it's something that's allergenic, and they think that they've got some sort of virus, and they milk it. My husband's been milking this thing for weeks already, and he does it every year. And I say, you know what? You notice that like when you get sick like this and it lingers for a really long time, and it's that like it happens at the same time every year. Like, I wonder. Just throwing it out there. Maybe it's allergies. Maybe you want to take a Benadryl. Stop popping the, Robitussin and the NyQuil because that's not going to help it. Oh, she's running out here with a bottle. Is it the red? Is it the Zen?
It is.
She's got a Zen.
You made it easy. You uncorked them all.
I uncorked every bottle because I wanted to make sure that they were easy access.
Yes. It's getting a little dark out here.
It's getting darker here. Hi. Okay,
Sorry, you can't see our makeup that way.
You can't see her makeup. 'Cause I do not believe in such things.
I have to come across. It's mineral makeup, sort of.
Is it better because it's mineral makeup?
It's probably worse. Let's just be honest.
Okay, so I was just talking about how our husbands are a bunch of pussies. And I say that with love.
Yeah.
And I don't throw the P word around a lot. But I do in this instance because they really milk the sickness thing. They really milk it. Like, really? I was telling her, I remember Valentine's Day, like last year, I was literally vomiting every 2.2 seconds. And I had 2 kids that were home for snow days. My husband decided he was going to power through and go to work and leave me at home with the kids. Literally, like, vomiting every second of the day. Knowing that I'm probably going to pass it on to them. And he's like, sorry, I have to work. Like, I need to go save the world of nuts and snacks.
That's right.
That's right.
You
Okay.
gotta save that world. Here, you need some of this.
What are you still on the
This
whites?
is Zinfandel, yes. I will
Is it?
finish my white and then...
Okay, this is a red Zin. She's like getting all like, what is this?
What's more? I'm sorry.
What is that?
Facebook
She's
Live.
got these horrible,
People's-
like, wonderful.
See, I don't want to like make you look like you drink too much. I don't know. Not that
I
you
drink a
too
lot,
much,
and I'm
but-
okay because I'm
and I'm
6
okay
foot
too.
sassy, and I've got lots of real estate to put the beverage. Ching ching. Let me just tell you though. So we've gone from rosé to Chardonnay.
I took that one.
She just finished your Chardonnay, right?
Okay, to this.
To the Zinfandel. Yes, it's a red Zinfandel that is supposed to pair like wonderfully. All of these are supposed to pair wonderfully with this pasta that we made. The
I
other
have
day.
some sauce left. I can use some bread.
She has some. Ooh, did we get the bread? Ooh, let's
I
get the
did.
bread.
I
Okay.
did get the bread.
The Zinfandel is quite nice. Let's see how it fares with the pasta. You ate all of your pasta, didn't you?
I did, but
Was
I'm
it that
gonna-
good?
Yeah. I mean,
It was that good.
It was
Thank
very
you,
good.
Mom, for preparing that.
Thank you, Miss Susan.
Now, if
And
we
the
could-
mac and cheese.
Now, if we can only, we worked really hard. On
I
mac
only
and
made a
cheese.
fire, so.
She made a fire, and she does not give herself enough credit. Uh-oh. I hear someone banging on something.
No, that's behind us.
Okay. So, yes.
We don't like them.
Who don't we like?
We don't like the neighbors that are here this weekend.
She's not. Won't you be my neighbor?
No, they
She's
are not nice.
breaking into the bread. So I also toasted up some, like, long, big, chunky pieces of Italian bread with some butter.
The good kind. You know, I used to, Woodman's
Mm-hmm.
in Madison? I used to get this at Woodman's. That was like our bread.
Woodman's.
to get at Woodman's. There you go. There's your piece. I'm going to
Woodman's.
soak up my sauce. I love
That
Woodman's.
is a total Wisconsin thing. Woodman's is like the Kroger, Publix, Jewel, Dominic's of Wisconsin.
Everything.
This is some pretty damn freaking good bread.
Mm-hmm. It is.
That's the hard part about being a Catholic during Lent. That if you're like trying to work out and not have a whole lot of carbs, you're kind of screwed on a Friday.
Yeah.
Because there's really not a whole lot more that you can do.
Yep.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right. So do you have any more like good stories about your in-laws or grandparents?
Grandparents.
Yes.
Yes, I have a good one. You know how some kids are juice kids, some kids are milk kids? Some people fight it. I don't fight it. I have 2 milk kids, 1 juice kid. She loves her orange juice. I get this stuff with calcium. I'm a responsible parent. But my mom secretly doesn't get orange juice every time we come. I think it's a ploy. Do you think it's a ploy?
So she knows that your child loves orange juice.
Yes.
So she intentionally does not buy it because she
Yeah.
doesn't want her to drink it.
Yes. Yes.
I would run right out to the store and get myself some Tropicana.
Oh, we did the second day. I
My
know.
wine glass fell over.
Oh no.
That's all right. I saved the drops. So, okay. Of the 3 wines that we tried, the rosé, the Chardonnay,
Mm-hmm.
and the red Zinfandel, which was your favorite paired with this? Although you did seem to like the pasta enough to not wait for all 3.
Well, the sauce is good, so I still have lots of sauce. I could have done more pasta.
Yeah.
Hey, what are those?
Watch out, buddy.
Watch out, bud.
What are those?
What is
Want
this?
some bread?
They're snails. Would you like some bread with butter?
This good?
No, just want butter.
Just want butter.
All right,
Just want
eat the butter off.
Do you- I remember when I was a kid, I would eat like sticks of butter. Like, or like I would eat the fat of my parents' steak. Like they would like grill up a steak and I would eat the fat. And I would eat like the butter, like from a
Pretty
stick.
good.
Remember when we could do that? Now it's like, no thank you. I will have my triple organic grass if it's gluten free and BPA free. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty, I know, it's sad and sickening. All right, so which of the 3 wines did you enjoy
I like
most?
the Zinfandel
She-
because I don't like I tend not to like sweet wines now as I grow older into my palate.
She matures. the
Yes,
palate.
my ripe old age. Your children are very sweet.
So you enjoy the red, which is the Zinfandel.
The Zinfandel,
But
yeah.
like, in terms of pairing it with the pasta, which is your favorite?
I would say the white, the Chardonnay.
The Chardonnay, because it
Was
was
a better
middle of the
pair.
road. Because
Middle.
the rosé was a little too sweet.
Indeed. Yeah.
Indeed. Not just yes, but indeed.
Indeed.
That's right. Okay, so whatever your palate, we've got the sweet wines, we've got the oaky Chardonnays, we've got the robust reds. Every single one of them seems to pair really well with this particular dish. And it was not a Pinterest fail.
Yes.
Praise the
Star.
Pinterest gods. It was not a Pinterest fail. This pasta was really, really well done and easy, super easy.
And take along easy. She had it in a
I
cooler.
literally had it in a cooler in the back seat of her mini truck. Not even a minivan. The woman has like a mini truck. Like I think she has to have a CDL driver's license in order to drive the thing. Because she had all of our kids plus all of our gear in it. So it's Friday.
Mom.
We have paired everything and the kids are like now running out expecting our attention.
And they
the
probably
husbands
want
are-
marshmallows.
And the husbands are useless as usual. And they want marshmallows.
Some bread?
So we're gonna sign off now.
Bread.
Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed the pasta.
Have a wonderful-
The recipes, the wines. We enjoyed the company. Thank you very much. Have a great Friday. Drink a little bit much. Everybody in the club get tipsy. Everybody in the club get tipsy. It's good stuff. Enjoy your pasta. Meat free. Enjoy your carbs. We're gonna have some chocolate probably after this, and definitely
Probably.
some marshmallows around this fire pit that is.
Hey, I want
Singeing.
some marshmallows!
Yeah.
He wants
see?
some marshmallows, and you know what? It doesn't matter about what we want.
No.
Never matters about what
It's
we
all
want.
right. We can
It's
still
okay.
drink wine.
Yeah.
Here, Ashley,
We need to
have
hydrate. Okay,
bread.
so y'all
Yellow.
Nice too.
have great nights.
Accompany you.
Everybody drink well, hydrate. It's very important.
Mommy,
Enjoy your meatless Friday. We will see you here next time. Take care. Signing off. Hot Mess Mama and friends. Bye.